Get ready for a wild ride as we count down the worst calls in NFL history. From controversial non-calls to game-changing mistakes, these moments have left fans furious and players frustrated. Let's dive into the most infamous calls that have sparked debates and outrage across the league. Number 10. The Tuck Rule Game, New England Patriots vs. Oakland Raiders, 2002 AFC Divisional Playoff. In the 2002 AFC Divisional Playoff game between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders, one of the most controversial calls in NFL history took place. With less than 2 minutes left in the game, Patriots quarterback Tom Brady appeared to fumble the ball after being hit by Raiders cornerback Charles Woodson, and Oakland recovered. However, after a review, the referees invoked the obscure Tuck Rule, which stated that if a quarterback's arm was moving forward when he lost the ball, it would be an incomplete pass rather than a fumble. Number 9. The Hail Mary, Seattle Seahawks vs. Green Bay Packers, 2012. The infamous Hail Mary call during the 2012 regular season matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and Green Bay Packers is still a sore spot for Packers fans. In the final seconds of the game, Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson threw a Hail Mary pass into the end zone. Packers safety M.D. Jennings and Seahawks receiver Golden Tate both got their hands on the ball, but it was clear that Jennings had primary control, which should have led to an interception and a Packers victory. Number 8. No pass interference, New Orleans Saints vs. Los Angeles Rams, 2019 NFC Championship. In the 2019 NFC Championship game, the New Orleans Saints and Los Angeles Rams were locked in a close battle when a missed pass interference call left Saints fans and players devastated. With the game tied and less than 2 minutes left, Saints quarterback Drew Brees threw a pass to receiver Tommy Lee Lewis, who was blatantly hit by Rams cornerback nickel Roby Coleman before the ball arrived. The impact was so clear that most assumed a penalty was inevitable, but the referees shockingly did not throw a flag. Without the penalty, the Saints were forced to kick a field goal, and the Rams eventually tied the game and won in overtime. This call led to outrage across the league, and the NFL implemented a temporary rule allowing pass interference calls to be reviewed, though it was later discontinued. The missed call is still considered one of the most controversial in playoff history. Number 7. The Immaculate Deception, New York Jets vs. Cleveland Browns, 2001. The 2001 matchup between the New York Jets and Cleveland Browns saw a shocking call that still mystifies NFL fans today. Jets quarterback Vinny Testaverde scrambled for a game-winning touchdown on 4th and goal, but replays showed he was clearly stopped short of the end zone. However, officials ruled it a touchdown, giving the Jets a 24-21 victory. The error was so blatant that it led to major changes in the NFL's use of instant replay. This play is often cited as one of the worst calls in NFL history, and it highlighted the importance of video review in ensuring fair outcomes. The Immaculate Deception is a reminder of how crucial it is for referees to get calls right, especially in high-stakes situations. Number 6. Music City Miracle, Buffalo Bills vs. Tennessee Titans, 2000 AFC wildcard game. While the Music City Miracle remains one of the most celebrated plays in NFL history, it's also controversial due to questions surrounding whether it was a forward pass. In the final seconds of the 2000 AFC wildcard game, the Tennessee Titans were trailing the Buffalo Bills 16-15. Titans fullback Lorenzo Neal fielded a kickoff and handed the ball to tight end Frank Wycheck, who then threw a lateral to Kevin Dyson. Dyson sprinted 75 yards for a touchdown, winning the game for Tennessee. Buffalo fans and players argued that Wycheck's pass to Dyson was actually a forward pass, which would have nullified the play and ended the game with a Bills victory. The play was reviewed and the ruling stood as a lateral, but the controversy lives on. Many still debate whether it was a fair call, adding to the lore of the Music City Miracle as one of the most debated moments in NFL playoff history. Number 5. The Bottlegate Game, Cleveland Browns versus Jacksonville Jaguars, 2001. In 2001, the Cleveland Browns faced the Jacksonville Jaguars in a regular season game that turned into chaos due to a controversial call. However, after reviewing the play, which technically shouldn't have been reviewed due to timing rules, officials reversed the call to an incomplete pass. The reversal infuriated Browns fans, who began hurling bottles and debris onto the field in protest, causing a 20-minute delay as officials and players sought safety. The incident led to a stricter enforcement of replay review rules to avoid similar disruptions in the future. Number 4. Phantom roughing the passer, Baltimore Ravens versus New England Patriots, 2007. In a heated 2007 matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and New England Patriots, the Ravens were desperate to end the Patriots' undefeated season. Late in the fourth quarter, Ravens linebacker Bart Scott was penalized for roughing the passer on Tom Brady. To make matters worse, the penalty allowed the Patriots to extend their drive, and they eventually scored, sealing the victory and maintaining their perfect season. The questionable call sparked outrage among players and fans, and Ravens coach Brian Billick voiced his frustration, calling it a phantom penalty. Especially roughing the passer penalties can drastically affect the outcome, especially in high-stakes games. Number 3. Jerry Rice's fumble, Green Bay Packers versus San Francisco 49ers, 1998 NFC Wild Card Game. In the 1998 NFC Wild Card Game, the San Francisco 49ers were trailing the Green Bay Packers with only seconds left. This call became controversial because there was no instant replay in use at the time, so the play couldn't be reviewed. Following the ruling, 49ers quarterback Steve Young connected with Terrell Owens for the game-winning touchdown, ending the Packers' season. This incident is often cited as one of the reasons for the reintroduction of replay review in the NFL, highlighting its importance in catching such game-changing calls. Number 2. Tony Romo's botched snap, Dallas Cowboys versus Seattle Seahawks, 2006 NFC Wildcard Game. In the 2006 NFC Wildcard Game, the Dallas Cowboys were within reach of victory over the Seattle Seahawks. Romo then attempted to scramble and run for the first down, but was tackled just short of the goal line. While this wasn't a missed call by officials, it's one of the NFL's most bizarre and unforgettable moments because of the high stakes and the ease of the play that should have won the game for Dallas. It's remembered as one of the strangest and most unfortunate errors in NFL history. Number 1. The Holy Roller, Oakland Raiders versus San Diego Chargers, 1978. In 1978, the Oakland Raiders faced the San Diego Chargers in a game that would be immortalized for its controversial ending. The play, which became known as the Holy Roller, was allowed to stand as a touchdown despite arguments that the Raiders had intentionally pushed the ball forward. Following the game, the NFL changed the rule to prevent teams from advancing fumbles in the final minutes of a game unless recovered by the player who fumbled it. The Holy Roller remains one of the league's most bizarre plays and a defining moment in NFL rulemaking. Thanks for joining us on this intense journey through the worst calls in NFL history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling sports content. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which call made you the most upset? Until next time, stay passionate and keep loving the game.